Fish up, I'll take a picture. We'll send it to the guys. I'd have you do it too, Steve, but...
Mine's in the lake. Mine's down there telling the rest of them to stay away from that boat.
You can use the hook too if you
There's
don't want
that second hook over there, that red one.
If it's easier.
Where did that other silver hook go? What's back there? It's still alive? Sniffing up a little.
Okay, you gotta hold them up. Look like they're bigger.
9 pounds tall.
Nice. Now we're gonna get Steve one and
Spray hose here on the top of the...
Yeah. I was going to say, if you want to wash your hands, just use that hose.
Use this hose here.
yeah, please.
Hold my boards.
Yeah.
That one was underneath. Something
Yeah, so
flicking
that-
over here.
Yeah.
Something's going there. See the board.
Who's up
Outside
next?
board.
You, Steve?
Steve, look.
Me? The way out
Yeah. Right here. I'll just reel it. I'll bring this guy in a little tighter. Just real easy. If you have to tighten the grab, do it slowly, but not too much so you don't snap it, right? You don't have to pump, just reel. Alright. Try and point it that way so you can get away from this other rod. Let him take it. Feel him at all, or do you get off? Nice. Open up the bail for me, Steve. Oh, sure. Just open the bail. There you go. Well done.
All right. Thank you.
That's that magic spoon. Super slim. Nice fish. See how it got tangled? That's why it was a little funky.
Yeah.
We got him that time, though.
We got him underneath the chin.
See, he's sort of swiping at it. Took a picture. kind of pulled you too. You thought he was
Yeah,
off
I got
again,
it
right?
off, but then when I noticed that he's going this direction.
Well, once it releases, no, see the lead?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah,
one
right
right
there.
there.
Go ahead, grab it. I just put that out.
Here you go, Pete.
That's a good one.
I see him going, yeah, I see him inside towards you. Just going
Is
good.
that fish on fire?
Not sure.
Looks good. Maybe that's a
Yeah, he's still there. Keep going, you're right.
Oh, he's running.
Let him run,
He's
let him
got
run.
a king. Just let him go. Don't even bother reeling. Just let him go.
I'll see if we can get something lying on him. Check that right.
Come over here and reel, okay? You better angle
Get
it.
ignoring the slot there.
Is that the inside or the outside?
Inside board.
Get this out of the way. We should be okay though. Keep reeling. Keep pressure on him. Because what he might do is he may try and pick you out and race in, right? So you want to
Yeah.
always keep tension. What did I put on there, guys? I just changed it. Damn it.
This one?
This one was over here.
Oh,
I don't know.
you're okay. Yeah, I put a dragon player spoon on a blue one. I think. A good steelhead spoon.
Catch steelhead in the spring too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Got one up on the border, and you can tell right away he's jumping.
Oh, yeah, he goes crazy.
like a rainbow
Yeah.
trout.
Yeah.
Leverage is better if you put your hand up here.
There were two kayaks together, right?
Yeah.
And then this hand. That might be
They're out here quite a ways.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, be careful. We have to tag your son in. I don't have a problem with that. When you get a little closer, lift it up and I'll take this board off, okay?
You can just back up a little bit, Steve, once he's...
Yeah. So remember, you back up. Lift it up, lift it up. Yeah, keep it out. Reel. Keep reeling. Okay, hold on.
Back up a little bit,
Just
Pete.
come a little further back so you can reach the board. Landed on the right side of the aisle.
Somebody might have remembered. Why you put your name and number on it. Maybe we have to get your dad on some weights.
Yeah.
He's getting a workout now.
Still feeling them?
That's the 150 copper, right?
Right. Feel any bumping or anything? Oh, yeah, don't pull. Just keep reeling.
And keep tension on him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still there, right? Oh, yeah. There you go.
I'm going to try to make a turn inside, see where I'm going to lose my chance.
Yeah, just hold tight for a sec, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now you're down to the colors. There's some colors on this too. So Pete, when the fish gets closer, kind of help me grab any pole that gets in the way, okay? You don't have to yet, but that's just...
Might be okay.
Here he comes. You got him. Keep reeling, you good? I think you tired him out.
Yep, that's the way you want him to
Now,
come in
now
on
he
the
has to
side.
fight.
Yeah, all right. Well, go. He's going.
You got nothing else. You reel him straight in.
Reel him straight in now. Reel him straight in. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Yeah.
Good job.
Well done.
Just flip this over. Gives a little slack for you. I can take her on.
See, now I gotta. My buddy Steve gave me this spoon last night. He said, try it. Caught me a nice deal that last week.
Now I gotta tell him I gotta listen to him. Okay, we'll catch a bunch more. So this is a 150 copper, okay? And I also have 2 colors on the end of it. So yeah, it's a little more depth. Here's what I have. We got this. The trick is squeeze them by the gills. All right, the girls. That'll be nice. Bitter.
Little immature cane.
When you look at the map, you can see the whole, you know, just drops off from that 50 feet to 80 feet or whatever, right? And then swine. So a lot of times you just try to follow that.
Who's up
line,
next?
right? Nick.
I think there's a fish on here.
Oh, right ahead. When you're just putting out?
We've been dragging them?
I was just changing it, but
Oh, that happens sometimes. We had one of those
that's the other fireball too, but
where we were dragging them on a big church board.
Yeah. That's
Right reel in, and
Who knows
there he
how long you're
is.
dragging it for, right?
And we had another, like, probably a 6-pound king.
tough to
and
change
he
this spoon now, isn't it?
Yeah.
He took the
Wonder how
board.
long we've been dragging in.
He took the board right down, and then he eventually broke the board off. We circled around. The board was still sitting on top. Picked it up,
Nice.
tied it back on.
Nice.
My wife reeled it in.
Nice.
So yeah, even we're learning with our mistakes.
There you go.
Catching fish with our mistakes.
Well done.
Good job.
These are perfect eat size coho too. These are like the
Yeah,
That's a steelhead.
Oh, is this steely?
Yeah.
Yeah, look how pretty he is. Eh? You wanted fly fish, well there's your rainbow trout.
I'll put this guy back out.
Yeah, we know he's working. We don't have to go with this other steelhead lure.
Yeah, screw that bloody head, right? Fireball copper's working just fine.
If you wanted to, you could just follow the shoreline up to like Green Bay and Sheboygan and all that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're getting a boat.
You just gotta, you know what? You gotta do your homework if you're gonna do that kind of stuff, though.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
You know which ports you could stop in to gas up, and for
Right.
mechanical issues, and you know, if you're going to do that, if you have a big enough boat, you're going to sleep in it. You know, transient slips, they all have them. You just got to organize it.
Something circle there. There you go.
Who's up? Steve.
Oh, he's out.
Over there. Bye-bye.
Nice.
First one on the downrigger.
How far down with that rigger?
Not even 20, if that,
20,
because
yeah.
it's got a secret weapon.
All right.
Mickey.
Okay.
Good. I'm gonna put this up here, Steve.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, it's at 20 feet with a secret weapon. Okay.
If you get out of step with that, you're gonna go bankrupt, and then you need to transition to the company's margin. I think we got a fish.
Go, Pete.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, what's that's a king?
Yeah.
Just right like a king. Seems like it's right like a king the way it's banging.
You want the net right here, yeah.
Maybe not. Oh, watch this ball. At that ball.
I got it.
Now remember what you got to do with this, right? You got to
Gotta walk back.
Oh,
There.
I'm nipping that bit.
Well, that came in 42.
Okay. Yeah, I say we zigzag.
Yeah, I'll zigzag
35 to 55 all the way back.
Yeah.
If we can. Be a little bit bumpier of a ride, but
Oh, this has been quite tall.
You didn't get to watch any of that PGA yesterday, then, huh, Steve? You didn't get to watch any of the PGA yesterday, then, huh?
no.
I didn't get much game, but I watched a little bit of it.
Scotty's tearing it up, huh?
Yeah, so was, not John Rahm, who am I thinking about? Shambo was tearing it up, and he bogeyed and double bogeyed. Back to back. First place and ninth place.
Yeah, I heard him talking on the score this morning. You're saying, you know, when Scotty's got the lead, he's not catchable, and he's the next Tiger Woods. I'm not a Scotty fan, if you can tell. But we'll see how he does today. Was anybody close to him? I don't even know the
Oh
score.
yeah, there were like 4 guys at the top there. I don't know what Scotty finished at. He was like at -8, and there were like 2 or 3 guys at -7.
Right.
But then I left at about a half hour left.
bailed and canceled the tournament. And I thought, I don't know, do I turn back or... When I had stuff to do, I replaced the under bracket on this downrigger underneath. So I had all my tools. I'm like, I'll just work tomorrow morning on it.
Did you decide not to find fish just because you didn't think it would be too rough?
Yeah, no, I asked Jack if he wanted to go out.
Wasn't interested?
He won't mess with any of this stuff. But I'm glad I did what I had to do. I was always working on something on the boat, right?
That's what the boat is, right? Well, always something to do.
Yep.
Put the autopilot in yourself, Steve?
No.
Or
No.
did it come with the boat?
Boat came with it. And it's the only piece I left. It's a Ray Marine autopilot instead of, because the Cobia, so I had, the Cobia I had was a new boat. I bought it brand new from the dealer. The 28, and it had twin 200 Yamahas. It was a bigger, nicer boat. Open bow and
Center console?
no, it was a dual console, but a walk around. It had an open front and everything. It had a hard top and all the just all the new stuff, right? I just finally bit the
Nice
bullet.
to have
I said,
something new for a change.
well, yeah, I didn't want to work on shit. I had a 3-year warranty on the engines, I think, and warranty on a lot of stuff. So, but then as I fished, it was a good boat. Twins right here, right? So it's a different kind of fish.
Yeah.
You got to work around the
Yeah, you gotta
motors,
work around
but
the
we
motors.
figured that out. It wasn't.
And then it could go slow
my
enough?
wife wasn't comfortable in it because this is 11.5 foot beam. That had a 9.5 foot beam. So 2 feet makes a lot of difference. We'd be moving like this in that boat, right? Again, it's a big boat. Can handle all the weather. I mean, they're built in Florida, right? Keys. So, and we fished it, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years?
At least 3 years.
Yeah, at least. This guy was on my dock, and I walked by it for 2 years, right?
It was always for sale, or?
Yeah. But no, unfortunately the guy got cancer.
Oh my.
So 1 year it just sat there, and it just sat and flipped. And so my dear neighbor Steve, who called me earlier, is like, hey, I'm gonna see if I think that boat's for sale. Rich is sick, blah blah blah, or his name's Gary. And I said, oh wow, yeah, I've been looking at it. It's a nice boat. So Steve, these guys are still looking out where to go fish. Anyway, Steve didn't end up buying it. I inquired about it. And I had just gone through some surgery, and I thought, what the hell? Let me just throw the Cobia online just to see if I can get any bites. And I said, if I can get X, I'll sell it, and then I'll have a boat kitty. I'll buy this, and because it
You knew roughly what this price was going to be then.
What's that?
You knew from Steve what this price was going to be.
So I knew around about where he was going to be, right? But Steve already started talking to him, and so I put the damn Cobia online, and I got like bidding wars.
Your door down?
Yeah, bidding wars. A guy from North Carolina bought it. Ended up buying it, and it only took a week. So what happened was I put it on Marketplace, just to sell on my own. Huh?
Yeah, on Facebook.
Mhm. That's how I sold my last boat. I had a Crestliner. South of Waukegan, 40 feet. I put it on Marketplace, and it sold in a week. But Marketplace, I had it on there. Then all of a sudden, I had a boat broker reach out real fast. And, he had the right sales pitch, right? He just said, hey, a lot of people don't want to use brokers, but your type of boat, I guarantee you it will sell real fast. Because we've sold a lot of them. I said, okay. He Said you
You
just
could
got
open it up to
you
a
just
whole other market.
you just have
Yeah.
to tell me how much you want, and then we'll mark up to make sure we make our interest. And I told him, I gave him a number. Just, the people that bought it is a perfect place for it. There's places in Florida where there's sandbars and you can run the boat up, put the motors up, you run up on a sandbar. North Carolina's have that too.
Go, Patrick.
Stay right there. You're good. Real.
All of a sudden the ringers are working.
See how that works? And the last one was on a Dipsy, right? Exchanging. I just dropped that to 32 also. Still feel them? Nice. Well done.
I guess technically it was still your turn, Pete, but I forgot about it.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, it was actually your turn.
It's all good.
What happened?
Just discussing currents here.
I'm happy that I